Iron Man is one of the most iconic superheroes in the Marvel Universe, and his suits are just as iconic. Over the years, Iron Man's suits have evolved and changed from the clunky Mark I to the sleek and sophisticated Mark 85. In this video, we will explore the evolution of Iron Man's suits, examining their designs and capabilities. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Hakuna Matata. Mark I. A matter of life and death made it possible for Tony Stark to create his first suit of armor. Ho Yinsen, a fellow hostage, and Stark used their limited resources to covertly construct Iron Man's Mark I prototype armor instead of manufacturing a missile for the Ten Rings. They outfitted it with rudimentary jet boots, a limited rocket launcher, and flamethrowers. The armor was completely bulletproof given the materials it was made of, but due to its hurried construction, there were some exposed areas. Mark II. Stark first created sophisticated repulsor technology before creating the iconic Iron Man armor. The Mark II is the first Iron Man suit to combine Stark's AI Jarvis and a fully functional head-up display. It is sleek and aerodynamic. Its main flaw, which Tony eventually utilizes to destroy Stain, is that it can't survive at very high elevations without freezing. Mark III. Iron Man's suits of armor underwent a significant evolution with the introduction of Tony Stark's Mark III armor. The characteristic red and gold color was the most noticeable modification, along with enhanced repulsors and a stronger unibeam that emanates from Stark's arc reactor. This is also the first that is entirely built to withstand combat. It includes a full arsenal of anti-tank missiles and shoulder-mounted miniguns, and also resolved the ice issue. Mark IV. After the fight with Obadiah Stane left the Mark III suit severely damaged. To replace it, Stark created the Mark IV armor. By now, his ego was back, and he wore the armor as a status symbol. Because of this, he didn't come up with any other enhancements than increased mobility, a more vibrant red, and among the most bizarre Iron Man armor features, an inbuilt urination system. Mark V. Mark V, known as the suitcase suit, placed accessibility over toughness and endurance. The name of this design came from its capacity to convert into a discreet bag in an emergency. At the expense of its durability, its lightweight plates allowed for a speedy suit-up and a wide range of motion. Even though it prevents Stark from suffering from whiplash, it is severely damaged after only a few blows. Mark VI. Tony Stark developed a new, cleaner, and more potent arc reactor when his chest arc reactor poisoned him, along with a new set of armor to go with it. He also had the added benefit of being able to harness an enormously increased energy source, which increased his durability, mobility, and arsenal, as shown by its resilience against whiplash and the entire force of Thor's hammer. Mark VII. Emerging from a rocket-like capsule that was hooked to a set of bracelets and put together around Stark, the circular arc reactor was back, along with Stark's whole arsenal, which included rechargeable lasers with devastating Chitauri-defeating power. Stark was able to blast his opponents while flying at full speed thanks to the Mark VII potent back thruster, which freed up his hands. Mark 42. With subcutaneous chips implanted in his arms, Tony Stark created the infamous Mark 42, which he could control remotely by moving the parts of the suit one at a time around his body. He was able to lock the suit onto someone else because to this feature, Tony was able to fully manage the suit from a distance thanks to the ability to be operated via a headset. Mark 43. Mark 43 combined the greatest elements of the Mark VII and Mark 42 armors to battle Ultron and his robot army, combining the endurance of the former with the latter's adaptability. This armor was created to fit within the Hulkbuster, which was the first time Stark experimented with fusing various armors together in order to both pose more of a threat and endure longer. Mark 44. Stark and Bruce Banner created this enormous outfit as a backup in case the gamma-radiated scientist lost control. The armor was put on Tony's ordinary armor by a satellite called Veronica and was powered by numerous arc reactors. With sedatives, jackhammer hands, and replacement pieces to aid the Hulkbuster, all of its weaponry were specifically created to tame the Hulk. Mark 45. This model retained all of the Mark 43 characteristics and strengthened the entire armor with chromed gold titanium. The overall structure was more streamlined, and its hexagonal arc reactor shape This was the first of Iron Man's suits to use Friday in place of Jarvis, who Stark and Banner replaced in Vision. This armor was so strong that it could hold up in a battle with Ultron and his robots. Mark 46. The suit Stark used to fight Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes was the first to be inspired by the bleeding edge armor from Marvel Comics before the nanotech armor he used in Avengers Infinity War. The miniature arc reactors scattered throughout the armor enhanced its power, and its collapsible structure enabled Tony to manipulate it more easily. Mark 47. With a silvery color on its middle portion. The Mark 46 had a similar appearance, however Tony Stark showed off the Wi-Fi control feature while on vacation in India, which was a major advance over the Mark 46. Additionally, Mark 47 had strong detachable jets that allowed Iron Man to repair the damaged ferry more quickly and effectively than Spider-Man's webs. When not under Stark's control, Friday handled everything. Mark 50. This outfit introduced nanotechnology into Iron Man's armor. Mark 50 was capable of instantly manifesting and changing its shape, as well as making shield, thrusters, cannons, freezing spray, and even glasses. The design was the sleekest of all of Stark's suits and actually mimicked the shape of Stark's body. Mark 85. Tony Stark spent the 5 years after Thanos' snap in Avengers Infinity War perfecting his ultimate suit, which resulted in the Mark 85. Tony's final armor blended the Mark 50's sleekness and nanotechnology with a visibly more muscular and more robust design. Not only did Iron Man's Mark 85 perfect the previous features, but also possessed enough strength to withstand an all-out fight with Thanos and even harness the power of all 6 Infinity Stones. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hakuna Matata!